Welcome to Kenya Houses Investors Company Limited. Welcome to Kenya Houses Investors Company Limited. As a company, we provide house financing and construction services. We provide house financing and construction services. We also provide water drilling across the country, Kenya. That is Kenya and other parts of Africa like Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Congo Kinshasa, and also South Sudan. For those people who are asking about what are drilling services and how they involve, the costs that are involved, challenges that are involved, please let us come together and give more views about our discussions, and also let us discuss about this water drilling services. So if this video will be more valuable to you, if you see this video is valuable to you, please have a pen and a paper or a notebook so that you can get to understand more about water drilling concepts. Most people, they don't know how water drilling involves. Water drilling is divided into three main parts or three main stages or phases. Water drilling is divided into three main phases or stages. A, or number one, is drilling. Number two, or B, is pump equipping or pump installation. Then lastly, number three, or C, is water tower and tank for the storage. That is storage equipping. So let us come to A, or number one. That's A. That is drilling. It involves 8 to 12 activities. Number one under A is hydrogeological survey. Hydrogeological survey. That's number one. Under A, stage, that is under stage one drilling, is hydrogeological survey. Now, what is hydrogeological survey? Hydrogeological survey is a process where an expert conducts water point or conducts the survey to get the water point. Hydrogeological survey is a process of surveying to get the water point. Who is this expert? An expert called hydrogeologist is a person who has studied that is water, about water formation, soil formation and rock formation and geological conditions. So this is a person that uses advanced machine to conduct and get water point. The advanced machine can be the PQWT or the thermometer or any other advanced machine suitable to conduct the survey. Traditionally, people use the coconut, an egg from original, that is indigenous hens. Also, people used the copper. They move around the copper and it attaches this way so that they get the water point. But nowadays we have got the advanced machine that detects water points. Okay, that's number one. Number two, under the drilling A, that's under A, that's drilling stage one or stage A, is number two is documentation. When I say documentation is about once water survey has been conducted or the hydrogeological survey has been conducted, the person conducting the geological survey must make the hydrogeological survey report. The hydrological survey report is needed by the government, one, to register for data, for database, or to make government data, number one. Number two, for the permit. Number three is for the taxes, government taxes and licenses. Number four is to give the guideline or directions about the drilling of that particular borehole. I'm saying, let me repeat, why do you need the hydrological survey? We need the hydrological survey, number one, is to give guidelines and directions on how water will be drilled based on the soil formation and challenges and soil conditions there. Number two is for the government purposes. One is for the record, government records. Two is for the government permits. Three is for the government taxes and charges for the particular permits. Okay, so documentations in full is just it comprises, that is the hydrological survey report and also the government permits. Now, who give the permits? Every country or different countries have got different laws and regulations. For example, in Kenya, the main authorities, the main government authorities that give permits is number one is WARA, Water Resources Authority, formerly known as WARMA. This is a government authority that regulates and give permits about water drilling services, even dams, about water. Number two is NEMA. NEMA is also comes in as important authority to regulate the environment in terms of sound pollution, soil pollution, and also other things relating with the land. Then number three, the government authority here is the local authority, that's the county government. So these are example of as in Kenya. Other countries have got their own ways and regulations on how they monitor and license their water drilling services. What are the charges? Now, for example, to do a survey, it depends with the person. It's negotiable, but could be more than 30,000 or more than 50,000 or more than 100,000 or even more than 80,000, depending on the distances. Also, one, two, depending on the places. One is the distance, the locations, and the place, the conditions also. Also, it depends with the person itself who is conducting the services. So this one is based on the agreement. Number two, how much do you pay the government for the permits? These government bodies, they have got different ways of charging. It's not complex. The next thing, the third one, is after survey, number one. Number two is documentation. Number three is mobilization of machineries. What's mobilization? Mobilization is that logistics of making sure that the machines have reached on site. The logistics measures, the fueling, transportation, accommodation, facilities, food, and so on, to make sure that the personnel and the machines have reached on site. Then number four is borehole setting. Borehole setting is once the machine has reached on site, they set the machine in such a way that the wind blowing should blow away from the personnel that they'll be operating the machine, so that the dust or the dirty or the mud should not come or should not interfere with the personnel that are operating the machine. That is number 5 is now the drilling process. Now during the drilling process, we have got also number 6, which is the soil sampling. Soil sampling is where you take the soil samples as you go deeper when you are doing the drilling. Then number 7 is casing. Casing is where you insert the pipe based on the diameter of the borehole, so that to prevent the walls of the borehole not collapse, especially if the soil formation is loose. Also, I've got graveling. Graveling are those smooth sand particles from river that are put to sieve and to strengthen this casing. Okay. Number 9 is borehole flushing and cleaning. That is removing dirty water from the borehole and cleaning the borehole so that pure water, clean water can enter into the borehole. Then we have got borehole development. Borehole development is where you make a mortar, a mixture of sand. You make a concrete, a mixture of sand, cement, and ballast, so that you make you plaster there, so that you make the borehole to be strong, the casing to be strong there. Lastly is the borehole sealing. Borehole sealing is you put a lid, metallic lid, you weld, so that anyone with the ill motive should not interfere with the inside of the borehole. Okay, so that's about stage 1, borehole drilling. Borehole drilling. How much do they charge about to drill water? That's also another question. How long does it take? What are the challenges? Now, the charges, this one will depend on the company that is drilling a borehole for you. For example, we as Kenya Houses, we drill in packages. We don't drill per meter, but most companies, they drill per meter. There is a disadvantages of drilling a borehole in per meter, charging per meter, because, for example, you are drilling in Machakos. For example, you are drilling in Kitui. For example, you're drilling in Turkana, and you are a client. Maybe the target is 120 meters, or 180 meters, or 240 meters, whichever. And you are being charged 7,000 per meter. Then, if you are targeting to reach 200 meters, for example, and maybe you get water at from 80, So it's advisable, if you get water from 80, you strike water from 80, you move in between, then you can stop at 160 meters or 150 meters. You don't go beyond, because also if you go beyond, the risk of getting unquality water is on high rise, because the more you drill, the deeper you go also, the more risky, the more unquality water you may get. And maybe you are targeting 200 meters, so you are advised that when you strike the first water, can you be careful and also be diligent, so that you don't extract water that is not that is harmful to a human being. So because the more you drill, also the risky the unquality, the risky of having or of getting unquality water is on high rise. Okay, that's number one. Number two, when you drill per meter, the one who is drilling is focusing per meter. He's not focusing on clean water to get water, right? He's not focusing clean water. For example, the person who will be drilling will be focusing on the agreed depth, that's 200 meters or 180 meters or 100 meters. But maybe you have striking water from 50 meters. And the one who is drilling, he will be targeting the depth, not water. And I've said, the deeper you drill also, the risky you may encounter, there are more chances of encountering unquality water for human consumption. So that's why we as a company, we charge in packages, maybe 950,000 the whole borehole, or 850, 750,000 Kenya shillings. So that those packages, depending on the different places. So we as a company, we charge in packages, not per meter, based on the areas. Okay, we as a company, we have got different packages charged for different areas. So let us know your area as a client, so that we can advise you. And if you don't have the whole money, we can also finance as a company. We can also finance to drill a borehole, depending on the arrangement that you'll be having with the company. Okay. Also, what are the challenges in water drilling? The challenges in water drilling, number one, is lack of information. Most people, they don't have the good information about water drilling. They are full of quacks within the industry of drilling, full of quackism. Also, lack of information. The government is not providing more civilization about water drilling to people. So you find that the client is in risky because he's lacking information. So another challenge is long process of approvals. Okay, but we as a company, we are there to provide for you and also facilitate this approval for you. Number three, the challenges is about the expenses. It is too expensive to drill a borehole if we don't get a company like us, like ours, that can finance, that can make affordable way of drilling. Okay. Lastly, we have got lack of security. That is a guarantee that this borehole, the guarantee or security. Now, if I say that, is that like if you drill a borehole, most borehole, you may get salty water, or water that has got too much ions, too much components, like too much zinc, too much magnesium, too much ions, or too much salty. The water is salty. So such water, we as a company, we usually try to mitigate factors. We bring in factors to mitigate, so that we can secure our client in a way that he can enjoy water. Maybe at times, if water is too much salty, we can bring in the device that can purify water, so that we separate the drinking water from other normal use. Okay. Also, we can make another drilling point, so that we can drill another borehole for the client. So those are the also our advantage. Why choose Kenya Houses? Choose Kenya Houses Investment Company because one, they are reliable. Two, they are efficient. They are reliable everywhere. We provide services across the country, Kenya. Anywhere in the country, Kenya. And also other parts of Africa like Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo Kinshasa, and South Sudan. And also other parts of Africa, Central Africa like Namibia, Zambia. Through our partners, we will provide the services, not only in Kenya, but other parts of Africa. Also, why choose our company? Because we have got an affordable payment mode. It's not a must for you to have the whole money, the whole cash. You can pay in bits so that we provide services for you. Also, we can finance. Most people, they cannot afford to drill water because they have little finances. So we as a company, we can finance. We are also as a company, why choose Kenya Houses? Because we have improved our services by investing in financial capacity. We have got in financial capacity and financial and technical capacity with professional manpower, with special equipments to conduct the project. So we welcome all the clients to our company. Stage 2 is about pump installation. The pump installation involves, number one, the pump. Number two, involves the motor. Number three, involves the control panel. Number four, it involves the AVS, the automatic voltage switch. The automatic voltage switch. The control panel and the AVS, the two together combined, they control the running of the pump. That is the work. The work of the motor is to run the pump. The pump is to push water upward. Okay. Also, another requirement, another component of the pump is the special pipes, the special UPVC pipes of 1.25 inch. Also, you need to get the header, the bowl cover, and also the float switch. The float switch is a gadget that stops the pump when the pump the current is down or the tank is full of water. So it detects, then stop the pump, controls the pump. If you are using the solar, then you need to get solar panels equivalent to the consumption or the currency or the kilowatts of the pump. Also, you need to get the hybrid converter, that is so that it converts the DC to AC, that is the solar energy to electric energy. Okay, so these are the things that you need.
Okay. Then, now that you have this AVS to safeguard the equipment. Then we will brief you with this controller. It's a digital controller. Okay. You'll be running with it until you elect the solar structure.
Oh,
yeah.
Solar structure.
Yeah. So
Wake up early in the morning.
How much does it cost for the pump? That's another question. Now, a pump is different. It's costing differently. Pumps are different depending on the depth and the discharge, the depth and the quantity of water. The depth and quantity of water is the one that will give you the correct pump. So before you drill, you cannot guess which kind of the pump. Once you have drilled the borehole, the depth and the quantity of water in that borehole will give you automatically the correct pump. Okay? So the components of the pump are the ones that I've outlined. Okay? So it will depend with the kind of the borehole, the depth and the discharge or the quantity of the borehole. Okay? So after that, now after the pump, so pump are various, depending on the depth. So it is not fixed priced. Okay? We as a company, we supply all kinds of the pump, pipes and other accessories. Stage 3 is water tower and tank installation. This is about the consumption. If the client is a farmer with a large scale of more than 5 acres, then he needs tower and the storage so that this tower can put the tank, the supply tank up so that the tank can supply water with pressure to other parts of land. So we welcome you so that you can get more information about our company. We are located in Eldoret town. We serve countrywide. How you can get us through the website given there on the screen. You can also get us through the telephone number that is there on the screen. And also you can register with us through the website there. We go to application form, you fill in the form so that we can serve you, or you can pay anything little that you have as agreed so that we can serve you. Thank you and be blessed.